Hey foodies, welcome to Cooking Shooking. Many of you have been asking me for a recipe of bhatura. Today we are going to make the same in restaurant style without using yeast. You can see the bhatura is very soft and it tastes fantastic. Now let's begin. Let's begin making the dough. For that, in a kneading plate we will add in the maida. Here I am using 2 cups of maida, which is about 250 grams. We will make a well in the center of this so that we can add in the ingredients and make a dough nicely. Looks good. Now we are going to add in the sugar to it. Here I am using 1 tablespoon of sugar. After the sugar we will add in about 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, which is also known as meetha soda. Now I will add in about 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Along with that we will add in about 1 teaspoon of salt. We will also add in about 4 tablespoons of oil and about 4 tablespoons of yogurt, which is also known as dahi. Now we are going to mix all of these together until the sugar is dissolved. After that we will start making a dough out of this. We have to make a very soft dough out of this, so keep adding little water at a time and start making a dough. Please do not add any more yogurt in this recipe. If you want to make the bhaturas extra crispy, you can add in about 4 tablespoons of suji in the dough. Suji is also known as semolina. Here you can see how the dough is formed, but it is a little stiff, so I will make some holes in the dough and then add in little more water to it and start kneading it together. This is a very important step in the recipe, as this is what will make sure our bhaturas puff. The reason why bhaturas puff is because of moisture, and if there is less moisture in the dough, it will not puff. So keep adding little water at a time and start banging the dough until it gets smooth. You can see it is soft, but it is not as soft as we want it to be. So once again make some holes in the dough, add in little more water at a time and start kneading it together. Basically I am using my knuckles in the beginning. After that I will start kneading it and then banging it. You can see how the dough is very soft and very smooth now. It looks very sticky, but it is not at all sticky, as you can see right now. So the dough is perfect. Now we will keep the dough in a bowl with some oil so that the dough doesn't stick to the walls of the bowl, and then cover the dough with a cloth and keep it aside for about 2 hours. If you have more time, you can keep it for longer. Recommended time is about 4 hours in the winter. Since it is winters right now, I have kept it for about 4 hours and the dough looks perfect now. As you can see, very soft, but it is not sticky at all. Now we will divide the dough into smaller portions. With this recipe you can make about 10 to 12 medium sized bhaturas. Now we will smoothen the dough portions. If the dough portion is not smooth, your bhaturas will not puff. The reason is sometimes the cracks make a hole while frying it. Now before we start making bhaturas, we have to heat up the oil. So here I have a kadhai in which I will add in the oil and we will heat it up in high heat. The oil needs to be in very high flame. This is very important guys, the oil needs to be smoking hot. So while the oil is heating up, let's start making the bhaturas. So here I have a belan and a chakla. We will place a dough portion and then start rolling it. I will apply a little bit of oil in the dough portion because we do not want it to stick while rolling it. Please do not use dry flour while rolling the bhatura. You can see how I am using swift motions to roll the dough. Please roll it in this fashion. Please do not mind the shape right now because I am rolling it in an angle while managing a camera below my shoulder. The shape might be weird, but the taste is going to be insane guys. And now you can see how I have rolled it, and you can see there are small bubbles which I showed you earlier as well while pointing with my finger. These need to be there. If there are no small bubbles, there are less chances of your bhatura puffing. Those air pockets are basically to ensure your dough is fermented and it will puff really nicely. Enough of talking, our bhatura is rolled and ready. Now we will fry it. So here you can see I have some oil heating up which I heated up earlier. Now it is smoking hot. Please make sure it is smoking hot. As I said earlier, if it is not smoking hot, your bhaturas will not puff up because of moisture loss. Any roti or bhatura puffs up because of the moisture in the dough. In low flame we lose a lot of moisture, that is why it does not puff up. Here you can see how I have fried it in high flame and the bhatura looks great. Just keep pressing the bhatura lightly with a perforated spoon like I am doing right now. Basically धीरे धीरे दबाते रहो झारा के साथ. In high flame I have fried the bhatura from both sides and you can see how it looks great. Let me fry one more for you from a different angle. So as you can see, I am just pressing it lightly with a perforated spoon and it has puffed up like a balloon. Doesn't that look great? So I am just moving the bhatura lightly with a spoon like this. This ensures it cooks from all the sides evenly. Perfect, our bhatura looks great and it is ready. You might already know these are best served with Punjabi chole and that's what I have made today. So here is the chole and here are the bhaturas. Let me break one piece and show it to you how it looks like inside. You can see this is not a luchi, this is a bhatura. It has fermented really nicely and it looks great inside. If you want to make it extra crispy, you can add some suji as I said earlier. But I like it without suji, to be really frank with you. We have already seen how our bhaturas have puffed so beautifully. They are looking absolutely amazing, isn't it? They are very soft as well and you can see the jali inside it as well, as in how well the bhaturas have risen and fermented. So do try it. I am sure every one of you will love it and share with me how it goes for you. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, make sure to click the subscribe button and ring the bell icon beside it so that you get notified as soon as I post new videos on the channel. Bye, take care, happy cooking.